Tada drastuh svarupévasthanam. Tada, then, drastuh, seer, svarupe, in one's own nature, avasthanam, stability, being in that state, settling. These sutras which Maharshi Patanjali has given us are like a telegram which we used to have in the past. They are like sharp arrows which pierce the heart straight. When he speaks in this telegram sort of a language, in such small 4 words, he tells us something so deep. Consciousness. You know, students, when we stand in front of the mirror, we see our reflection. We often mistake that reflection to be us. We confuse. We forget that drashya, that reflection that we see, is not the drashta. We forget. Similarly, when we are dwelling in this chitta vritti, in this entire world, in these senses, till the time these senses pull us into the outside world, we are not going to be able to rest our mind in this, in our own self. Maharshi Patanjali says, Yoga is cessation of the mind. When the mind ceases, the witness is established in itself. When you can simply look without being identified with the mind, without judging, without appreciating, or without choosing, you simply look, and the mind flows. There comes a point when the mind stops. At that point, you are established in your witnessing. Then you have become a drashta, sakshi. You have become a witness. At that point, you are not a doer, you are not a thinker. You are being the purest of your being. Then the witness is established in itself. A beautiful story. A very, would say, a rich man. Let's put these two. A rich man who stays in a 10-story building is taking a walk in his balcony, and down he sees. Now here I am going to use the word a beggar because we come to know why I am using the term beggar. So a man begs for some alms. So he is begging, but the rich man isn't able to see or hear. Suddenly the rich man looks down because he's so high up. He looks down and he looks at the person who's asking, and he says, please come down, please come down. He yells, just please come down. And this man walks down 10 stories hurriedly, in a huff and a puff and panting without a thought. He thought probably, what happened? He reaches down and he says, could you give me some food to eat? So this man takes the person who's asking, he says, all right, come up with me. He makes him climb 10 stories, takes him all the way on top, and he says, sorry, today I don't have any to offer to you. So this person gets very angry and he says, couldn't you tell me this down? Why did you make me climb 10 stories? So this person says, well, me being on the higher floor, if you can bring me down when I was the giver and you were asking, can I not take you up? Can I not, take you up with me and answer to your question? So in these two states, the person who's begging, the person who's always wanting, asking, are our senses. We are wallowing in our senses. The outside world is pulling us away from our true nature. Our true nature is high up there, just like he is there in the 10-story building. But we get pulled down every time. We get always caught up till the time we realize, till the time we become a witness that, look, my senses are taking me away. Look, this is just a play of these senses. Actually, I am a very conscious. That consciousness, or that just witnessing how you are acting under the influence, is what Maharshi wants to tell us. Actually, I can go on and on about this sutra, Tada, drastuh, svarupévasthanam. But to make it very short, then upon the dissolution of the vrittis, the seer rests in his own true nature. Namaste.